Hey YouTubes, we are playing this Abzan deck. It got second ahead of GP. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, so I am on the one hand hoping we do well, because doing well gives me fun bucks, which are obviously fun. But part of me is hoping that we just never have Delirium online, so we can just like show how awful this card is and this card is. We don't have Delirium. It's really bad. Just really, we only have 19 lands, so these like kind of count. So I guess that's 22 lands. It's gonna be interesting. Rip is very good versus this deck. If you play against this deck, you should board in all of your Rest in Pieces, and I will board in this one Reclamation Sage, and we will do battle. All right. So, this hand, I think I'm gonna keep. I think double Thoughtseize is just too good. If it was only a single Thoughtseize, I'd seriously consider mulliganing, because I think you really just want to have a turn 2 threat basically every game with this deck. But I think double Thoughtseize into Lingering Souls is good enough a decent amount of the time. Okay. So we're going to have to slog through this one. We're not dead. They only have 2 lands. Like, all these cards don't really do anything. I think we take Gideon. It is the most likely card to be a problem, and they just have so many sweepers that we're not going to necessarily be able to punch a hole through that way. They draw planes. Take Detention Sphere. So taking Detention Sphere there because I don't think I can accept bits because I'm not a Twitch affiliate or whatever, which means all of y'all should sub to my channel so I can take bad bets on my bad decks. A cam girl who doesn't have a nice enough ass, I guess. I don't know. I guess, yeah, it's a pretty hard life for non-affiliated Twitch people. Okay, so he's played both of these. Don't brick, don't brick, don't brick, don't brick, don't brick, don't brick. Don't brick? Oh, it didn't brick. Okay, sweet. Alright, so you can't sub either. Everyone has to follow the channel so that I can become an affiliate. I need like 50 followers to become an affiliate. And once I've done that, then I can do all of the things that you want me to do. But until then I cannot. Okay, so what to do here? His hand is Wrath. I don't really want to extend into these Wraths. Hey, Pike SND, thanks for the follow. But I think this is fine. I'm kind of hoping he blows up my Godless Shrine so I can go get a forest. Yeah. Forest. It is possible I should have left him with the Gideon and just tried to beat the Gideon down with these spirit tokens. He's definitely wrathing here. This can just fetch a... I need another black. So what I really want here is like a Liliana. Liliana would put us in a very good position. That's okay. That is a-okay. I think I'll just eat the path now. Thank you for the follow, SoCal. Probably should have left up this path too. Definitely should have tapped these two and then eaten with this. Yeah, so at this point we're just gonna start beating down. That's a little unfortunate. We definitely go for it anyway, just because. Oh, is he gonna take damage? Oh, taking the damage is great for us. Let's eat his opt here. Just want to make sure any possible snapcasters are worse. If he terminuses this kitchen thing or the Scavenging Ooze, I'm pretty okay with that. It's not doing a whole lot anyway. So if I try to eat end of turn, and he has a if I try to eat end of turn and he ends up having a we will have 19 lands, I think is why we're not running Tracker. I think we actually just don't have enough mana for it. Should I get rid of this? No. I basically I don't want him to Snapcaster in response. Now, all of the things are super expensive, so I'm not super worried about that. Our opponent has realized that our position is bad and is not killing my bear because he is very rude. That's probably pretty good. Probably can just jam this here. Yeah, so now maybe he terminuses and we can go Grim Flayer, follow it up with a, yeah, he's going for it. Maybe he's not. Jeez, that's good. Okay. He can tick up. Interesting. Okay. Puts a card on top. Just gonna keep eating random stuff out of his bin. Don't want to eat the weird types because I could draw a Tarmogoyf. Yeah. All these guys are going to Jace. Interesting line there. I actually could have killed the Jace. If I had gone Grim Flayer. Jesus, that's rough. That is rough. Yeah, I could have gone like Grim Flayer into Abrupt Decay, my guy. I don't think that was right, but it was definitely a line available to me. All right, so now he's got another Terminus. So we probably put it back. Did I not have double green? I had... Oh, I didn't have enough green. Yeah, I didn't have enough green and black mana. You're right. Okay, so he's going to do this. Put this on the bottom. Brainstorm again. And now this next turn, I'm going to go Flayer into Lingering Souls and hope I can pressure him out that way. Not feeling super good about this game. Definitely just kind of stumbled around and I'm going to die. That's a plan. Let's start with this. So now I think we do this. Here's another counterspell. I'm pretty screwed. Probably concede another counterspell. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Alright, so blue-white stuff. I definitely don't want, like, this stuff. This thing. This thing. So these are all pretty bad. Pulse is good, Fulminator's good, Thrun's good, Rex Sage is good, Teeg is good. Bojuka Bog is probably good just as a bonus land. And that allows me to board out these 7 cards. So that's pretty clean. What do y'all think? It's possible I want some number of Abrupt Decay. That could be better than like this Grisly Salvage. I don't think push is necessary. I think if they're attacking us with Colonnade, we've already lost the game. That I don't think is true. I think they need to have cards in. Like, we're going to empty our hand faster, and just mind rotting them is very good against a lot of what they have going on. It's very good against their counter spells. Or not mind rotting them, but just like making them discard over and over again. And then they're forced to deal with it. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna run this. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, I mean, we're going to keep it. They only have so many paths. So I'm just going to hope they don't draw path, and this is good enough. It was kind of unfortunate that our opponent hit all of their land drops after keeping a 2-lander. I have played both sides of the matchup a good amount. Liliana is good. She's not good when you have, like... She's not the best, but she's better than just some random like piece of enchantment removal, which is what's in my board, or some random removal spell for a Colonnade. Probably can just grab Godless Shrine. Land off the top is not great. Yeah, so basically here, if I draw Liliana off the top right now, then it's going to be fantastic. If I draw a Mishra's Bauble, it's going to be less fantastic, but that is okay. Yep. So here I'm going to do Mishra's Bauble. I don't think I want to draw another Bauble. So I'm going to run out Grim Flayer. And then grab a Tomb. Pass turn. Alright. My third 2/2 has arrived. That's bigger than a 2/2. This is unfortunate. Maybe he'll I don't know. Let me hit them. No, he's gonna path. Okay. Alright, so use path. And I don't think we can afford also another situation where Liliana would just be insane. Obviously not as good as other Liliana, but Liliana Last Hope, just like plusing out a Snapcaster Mage, would be busted. But that's not where we are. Like I can't even attack with this Grim Flayer. Oh god. Oh god. I asked to be punished and I was punished. Okay, if my opponent Field of Ruins me, I'm gonna Stone Rain them. I think I have so much mana that I just want to try to color screw them as hard as possible. I guess we'll see what they're about to draw. They're about to draw a Jace. We have a Rex Sage. All right, we need something. Okay. So I can't stop the Jace. I don't believe. No, I can't. So I think I'm trading this. Yeah, man, it is rough. All right. So Thrun is great. Bauble and Traverse are both bad. Thrun. I think we just play Lingering Souls here. I'm not on the internet. Why am I not on the internet? What the fuck is my internet doing? Um, I think we're back. I'm not exactly sure what's happening to my internet. It just like cut out. Can y'all hear me again? So the plan here is basically to hope that our opponent can never beat hope that our opponent can never beat this Thrun. Don't know how realistic that is. If he has a Terminus on top, we're just dead. But we're gonna give it our college best here. Yeah, all right, we're done here. That seemed terrible. All right, gonna give another shot. Yeah, my internet just kind of like sputtered for a second. I'm not really sure. They terminused us, and we're just gonna die. That matchup seems terrible. Just seems really bad. The fact they don't kill any of our stuff, so our Skoos could never be a reasonable thing. The fact that we couldn't reasonably pressure or Jace the Mind Sculptor was kind of embarrassing for a modern deck. The last black-based mid-range deck I played was Mardu, and not having Blood Moon to lock them out seems to be a lot of nonsense. The last black based mid range deck. The last deck with like Thoughtseizes into like pretty good threats. Well, I need to switch my Stream Decker. Oh, it is my current deck. Alright. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I don't need some water. I would like to play first. Okay. Yeah. We're going to play Grisly Salvage. It's powerful common. Look at the top 5 cards. What's my opponent got? Snapcaster and cards that are worse than Snapcaster. We'll take that. I think the closing out games is overblown when none of our beaters ever had more than 2 power. Alright, this is probably like Grixis Shadow. Our opponent messed up. He didn't take our Grisly Salvage. Now we get to win through the power of Grisly Salvage. Alright. Jesus. Alright. Get in there, Lingering Souls. I would like to point out that we still do not have Delirium after milling 5 with Grisly Salvage. Our opponent does have Delirium, so his deck is a better Shadow deck than our deck, or a better Delirium deck than our deck. Did he target us? He targeted himself. Oh yeah. Targeted me. Alright, so what do I do here? He's gonna Thoughtseize. I think we just start beating down and hope that... Let me think. So if I double flashback, hit him for 2 down to 11, then I'm on a 2-turn clock, so I think that's probably pretty good. This does open me up to getting Force Spiked, so that's possibly a reason to play out the Treetop Village instead. He did not Force Spike me. Alright. So, we can beat cards that are not named Temur Battle Rage. I do not think we can beat cards that are named Temur Battle Rage. Maybe we can. Let me see. I'm going to cast this. I want to see what's on top of my library because there's a good chance I will want to make a different attack. So he has Liliana of the Veil. Liliana of the Veil makes me want to be more conservative. Let me think. He can put himself to 6. Oh, he's at least one more. So if he has Temur Battle Rage, he can go to 6 to 9, and then yeah, never mind. Hit for 4. This isn't even a 2-turn clock though. Just like I'm gonna hit for 4. Yeah, it is because I can fire at Treetop Village. Okay. If our opponent has Temur Battle Rage, we will concede. They already milled 1. Like, relying on this just makes me lose really hard with Stemmer Denial, so I don't think that's worth easy block. Yep. Yeah, could not have beaten that. Okay. So against Shadow, I like Bog. I don't like these. Might like this. Oh. I think these are obviously great. I think the discard is very good. I think this is some nonsense. Shriekmaw would be good if it didn't not hit black creatures. Last Hope. Last Hope I think is okay. Not fantastic, but okay. The Run seems like really expensive 4/4. Maybe just like play some Damnations, cut the Decays, cut this Brutality. This sounds pretty good. We get to play an 0-1 Goyf, so we're kind of doing it. 0-1 Goyf is indeed the nut. We're not going to use this push turn 1, so I don't see any reason to run it out. Doing it. 0-1 Goyf in the house. Probably going to get bolted. Push? Push is fine. Yeah. Sure. This spell bomb makes me not want to run out these souls and just let him get the free value, so I'm just going to run out the Goyf here. I think one Grisly Salvage. So the one Grisly Salvage didn't even get us Delirium in our last game. And I just in general think that you need more high impact cards. Maybe Grisly Salvage is high impact. Yeah, it's fine. I guess Grisly Salvage is like the best creature on the top half of your deck, but I feel like the cards I want to draw the most are my spells. Want more green mana. This makes my life a lot easier. I was unsure if I wanted to attack. Now I get to figure it out. Okay. Interesting. So, I don't want to souls into this Stubborn Denial. If I take Liliana, yeah, I think I just take this and try to play the long game here. Really want to draw my own Liliana in this position. Do not want to allow him to run out his Death Shadows for free. It's Abrupt Decay is probably better than Fatal Push. Thinking about it. He's going to kill his guy. I guess. I don't know. That did not seem like the best play. Opponent says, I thought you attacked me. Nah, man. Shadow is spooky. Okay. So now I know the cards in his hand are Shadow, Angler, Stub. And I think with that in mind, I do not want to attack, because if I attack, he plays out a 6/6 Shadow and a... If I attack, he plays out a 6/6 Shadow and a Gurmag Angler next turn. And then from that position, if I draw a removal spell, I'm in very good shape. I actually think I do attack for that reason. I think if I just like let him deploy naturally, he has too much more than me. But I think, yeah, that's... Well, this actually isn't that bad. So, if he had drawn any other blue source, this would be kind of bad. But because he drew specifically Basic Island, I can quarter him off the island, and then he will not have any more blue sources in his deck. So if I top deck a removal spell here, I think he just dies. Like I don't think he can come back from that. So here's to hoping we do that. Yep. So Stone Rain, his only colored source. Oh, awkward. Oh, also, this is smaller now. Yeah, this was not a very good play. Luckily, I don't think it's going to matter. But, yeah. So, I can't even attack anyway, so I'm pretty glad I did it. I'm pretty glad I did not. Yes, this is a 3-4 now. It's going to be a 4-5 once I edict him. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So now he sacks creature, probably sacks the angler. Yep. So yeah, I don't think I need to take risks here. If he has Team or Battle Rage, he has Team or Battle Rage. Maybe he stubs that. That's fine. Discards Thoughtseize. So his last card in hand is Stubborn Denial. I think you guys were right in discarding the oh god, what's it called? Discarding the leaving the Abrupt Decay in the board, I think, was incorrect. So we're gonna put these back in here. Side out Damnation. I think we need our board in order to contest their board. It's possible this Grisly Salvage is something we want. Definitely putting cards in our bin is something I'm interested in. So if that's the case, then what's our worst card in the board? And it's probably this Last Hope. But I guess Last Hope can like buy us back our guys. If this thing could hit black creatures, it would be it'd be so good. I think we're just gonna leave Grisly Salvage in the board. I think as we saw in that game, like Souls and Liliana were my important cards, right? And it doesn't find any of that. This hand is bad. This hand is fine. Do not need another land. Okay. This is a matchup where I want to... That's good for me. Street Wraith on top. We have a Goyf. Okay. I want to fetch here so that my Goyf cannot die to a lightning bolt. Siege Rhino is kind of awkward in this matchup because I get it can like finish your opponents off, which is nice. Obviously, he didn't. I don't. Okay, that was weird. We're just gonna beat in. We have 2 removal spells to deal with a shadow if he gets low enough that he wants to go for that. He should have another Street Wraith in his hand. Oh, maybe that's when he drew for turn and he missed out land jump. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, we have found the good matchup. The good matchup for this deck is our opponent's not drawing anything they can cast. Slam our battle cattle triumphantly. We beat it. We beat X best deck in the format. Grixis Shadow. I guess like we haven't beat it yet, but all right. Feeling good. 1-1. I do not think we have had 4-4 Grim Flayers yet, but that is okay. We've been able to draw other cards and win despite it. If y'all are enjoying the stream, don't forget to hit that follow button. It helps me become a real streamer like I would like to be. Let you know when I'm live. This hand is so good against Thoughtseize because our hand is dirtily nonsense. And if we discard this Liliana, we might eventually hit Delirium. We can do it. Maybe he'll hit our Bauble. That'd actually be kind of sad. Be kind of sad if he hit our Bauble. Mr. Angled Lufa. Well, our opponent messed up. Because we drew the backup Bauble. So again, in the Thoughtseize matchup, you want to not Bauble until your opponent's turn because they can have thought. Oh, this is that deck. Okay. So what do we got on top? Path to Exile is terrible. I'm gonna get rid of that one right now. This matchup, I don't know how it is for his post board. I feel like that was cute. I feel like we have the tools. Oh, it's got a bridge. Okay. Look at our library. Decay. Definitely want that. Right. Well, I think we want to save that. I think it's just too important. Let's grab a Temple Garden here. Now what do we do? Liliana ult does not win through bridge, so I think we're just gonna try to get our clock on as fast as possible. A backup bridge? Can we beat 2 bridges? Probably not. Probably not. Can't cast that. Yeah, I don't have any ways in the main. Oh, I guess he doesn't have a. Yeah, I don't have any ways in the main deck of beating these 2 bridges. All right. So This card is good. This card is good. Surgical is good. Rex Sage is good. Kataki is good. All these cards are good. All these random removal spells are bad. Brutality, I think is medium. Last Hope is not very good. I just Last Hope can like just downtick and rebuy our threat, so that's probably okay. Liliana of the Veil doesn't seem great. I guess her ult is the thing they have to care about too. Okay. So worst cards in our deck. Probably like 2x souls. This hand's not have enough lands in it. This hand's fine. I think we just need threats with this hand. Oh god, if he... Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. This hand is so bad against Leyline. We even found the good Grim Flayer matchup and just like doesn't matter, gonna just eat it to Leyline. Alright, so yep. Alright. Get out there, spirits. Battle hard. Roar! Charge! We're definitely gonna get hit. We got like a 3-turn clock on him. All right, so Mastermind's Acquisition. Yeah, man, we're fighting. We are fighting the good fight. All right, so this is 2, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Four, 8, 9. I guess this isn't quite lethal. Our opponent draws the Acquisition, which if he casts, I do have lethal. So hopefully he does that. Unless he has like a 0-drop spell that's going to just like ruin me. Yeah, so let me think here. I don't really want to give him mana. But yeah, so I can IOK me. Woo! All right. Nice leyline nerd. Okay. That all right. Deck looks great. We're gonna run it back. This hand's fine. Has like a couple relevant pieces of interaction. Has a dude that can attack. I think like mulling, yeah, mulling for leyline is not necessarily where you want to be, or mulling for discard. small thing here, but you want to, if you can, leave up your, what do you call them? Your fetch lands, because your fetch lands are going to allow you to more easily try to like fight around their lock dude lantern, because you can shuffle in response to them trying to mill you, and maybe sneak it out and draw that one card you need. Okay. Interesting. So these guys beat just as hard, but Teeg, if they are to, basically I want Teeg in case they go Codex Shredder. Okay. I want Teeg in case they go discard my dude in hand. So I think I run this out here. There is, I think, a reasonable, like, it is possible that it is right for me to just try to pop this Inventor's Fair right now in case he has a bridge. I don't think that's true. I don't think either my... I don't think my... Yeah. I thought it was likely he was going to take not my surgical, so I didn't think it was meaningful to cast it there. Like, if they have a bridge, they're probably going to get there. I'm not putting up enough pressure to stop that, really. Yep. If they don't have bridge, having the extra clock is so valuable here. They usually have a basic, so I don't think going for the Ghost Quarter here is worth. Vomit. Alright. Now we get to the point where I need to draw a thing. Is this going to be online? Yeah. Juan is not letting him gain that life and Ghost Quarter him off it. Okay. So mostly all of these cards I think are worse than Surgical. But if you Surgical the bridge, you just win the game. Hey KJ, what is your question? I don't know his question. If he doesn't have a land to get with this, I'm going to be really tilted. Okay. Would not have mattered. This Bauble is not particularly good, but that's okay. Because if I top it, they're just going to shuffle. Sure. So the appeal to Modern, I think, for a lot of people is that you have more deck diversity than any other competitive format. So my opponent is playing like this creatureless, like kind of like lockout strategy with a bunch of enchantments, while I'm playing. Well, I want to mill this. Yeah. While I'm playing like a black-green value style. Oh, this doesn't do anything. This card should be in my board. Oh god, this card doesn't do anything because he has Leyline. Well, we're gonna plus it anyway. Yeah, so basically it's just the incredible deck diversity in a competitive format, which is fairly rare. This is not good. I think Stirrings is their best card here. Take all of these. Both have a Thoughtseize. Plus. He has the Decay. Did that answer your question, KJW? I guess we'll plus this, make him blow his thing. Yep. Yeah, I think I'm just locked out at this point. Oh, he's gonna bop that. So look at mine. I guess we'll try for this turn. We'll see if I can string together something exactly this turn. It's not looking good. Alright, that's a good card. He's probably going to mill that. Yep. Draw an upkeep. Yeah, I think that's going to end it. So over vintage, I don't have however much money it requires to get into vintage, right? I don't have like 10 grand to drop out a Magic deck. That's a bit out of my price range. I think in standard, so I played a decent amount of competitive standard. I think it was about a year ago, and in any given standard season, there are like 3 to 4 competitive decks, and not playing one of those decks is very often just wrong. Like the power level between the best cards and the not as good cards is very large. Whereas in Modern, the power level between the best decks and the like tier 2, tier 3, or whatever, is fairly similar. So so in playing a League of Modern, I will play against a lot of different things, and I get to experience more of what Magic has to offer than Standard, or from what I've seen Vintage. I'm not super familiar with that format, but it looks like there's like shops, and there's the deck that plays all the restricted blue cards, and I've seen like Dredge, but there's definitely a lot of innovation and refining within those archetypes, but there's not as big diversity. I put Grim Flayer in my modern deck. He wanted to party. All right. We are 1 and 2. Lost to Lantern. Okay, so we're gonna take this Adept. This should be pretty good for us, I think, based on what we got going on. If they like Burning Inquiry us, I'm just gonna be the saddest man in all the world. But assuming they don't do that, we should be fine. Take Goblin Lore. Take Hollow One. And now their hand is pretty anemic. Since they did this, I want to see what they've got going on. Favorite 4 Magic Commander, though, I like because the big spells, great stuff that happens. Still play Magic Standard, friends play Modern, just really no appeal. It's just like, because... In my experience, the speed of rotation is much lower than the speed at which you get burned out of whatever the current meta is. If you're seriously playing in it. So at that point, you almost rotate at the same speed in Modern as new decks get printed and new strategies get discovered. Standard, or what do you call it? The format where you sit in a circle. Commander is definitely a lot of people's favorite formats. Obviously, I do not fault you for liking it. For me personally, I felt like the multiplayer aspect of Commander just wasn't for me. I really don't enjoy waiting a very long time for other people to take their turns. Oh, they just go to this mountain. Okay, so opponent has a thing. Hopefully they don't just like Gurmag Angler me here. That'd be really rough. Okay. Decent chance I'm just going to... Alright. I want to get my threat on board. This thing is never on. This dude is just like... God... Yeah, so Gurmag Angler is the card. No. It's not even blue players. It's just like there was a lot of Commander of some where one player is either they're comboing off or they played their Soul Ring into their more ramp and they're just very far ahead and are doing lots of things, and I'm sitting there doing much less things, and I just didn't enjoy that style of Magic. This was wrong. I should have left up this white mana. I don't want any of these cards. Street Wraith, okay. Oh, wait. Is he not playing... Oh, he's playing the other version. Or he's not playing black. That's weird. I just realized that. I'm not sure what my opponent is doing. Woof. Woof. That is a big boy. Get out of here. Yeah, it must be Hollow Vine. We're going to hold up the white mana. I guess it doesn't matter this turn because we don't have the Bauble anymore. But last turn I wanted to hold up the white mana so I could draw into Path. I don't think drawing any of these cards is super important. I think in general people keep too many cards with Grim Flayer. Like in this position, the only card I really want to draw is Path to Exile. Okay, so I want... So, basically, my point is if you're sitting at a table with 4 people, right? And in a normal game of Magic, like a 1v1 game, I'm going to take 10 minutes to do my stuff, and you're going to take 10 minutes to do your stuff. And that changes back pretty fast, right? In a game of Commander, there was a lot more of, all right, I do my thing, now it's your turn. And then you do your... And then even if everybody's playing at a reasonable pace, you're just playing much less of the game. And that I didn't enjoy as much. Again, just like me personally, obviously, there are lots of people that really love Commander, and I'm not trying to say they're wrong or anything like that. This seems like slow nonsense. So does this. These cards seem really good. Shriekmaw seems good. Maybe trim like a bat. Abrupt Decay doesn't kill anything. Pulse does kill things. This seems fine. Yeah, it's definitely much more of a social experience. I agree, and I think if like that's what you and your friends enjoy playing, I think playing with people you like playing Magic with and like enjoying that is much more important than what format you're playing. Do not have an answer to that guy. Oh, baby. That's like a lot of cards, man. Okay, so my opponent is going to axe whatever I play here. So I'm just going to play out the weaker creature in Grim Flayer. Maybe he doesn't axe it. If it decides not to axe it, that's also fine. I would expect him to axe it? Okay. Rough. Wait, you actually played a game of Commander where somebody had 250 cards in their deck? That is insane. All right, so I don't know any of his cards anymore. god. Yep, get hit for 4. Okay. What do I do here? I think I need to get this plains and play out this, and then he has a land on top. Okay. What I really need is for my opponent to, I guess, like, play this land, and then my Tarmogoyf can block the hollow one profitably, and then I think I'm in an okay spot. Just gonna chump this. Let's see what's up. Oh, God. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So opponent has a Stomping Ground. That was wrong. I think letting me grow the Goyf to a 4/5 was not a good move on my opponent's part. I was not expecting him to make that move, which is why I didn't make the attack. If I'd known they were going to do that, I probably would have attacked with the Spirit. Cannot cast that. Get in there, Spirit. I can imagine why that would have less interest. Like 100 cards is already a lot of cards. Like 250, you're just... You have to have so many cards in your deck. They're just like putting that together seems ridiculous. Sure. Oh snap! My dude sucks now. All right. I guess we're gonna do this. Hope it doesn't have a removal spell. All right. I feel like he has a spell in hand. I think I'm just staying home. He has a Street Wraith. Okay. If I can draw a path, I think I'm in a really good position, but I'm just not able to deploy either of the things I really need to get out of my hand. And this Leyline of the Void has just been I don't actually care about that. I don't know where the naughty filter is, but it is not something that really matters to me. Just gotta keep trying to trade my guys while I have the ability to. Yeah, love.
Are you winning?
We're not exactly winning.
Not exactly?
Not exactly.
How far from exactly?
Pretty far. Pretty far from exactly.
I know. He's losing.
Yeah, I am indeed losing.
How many more games?
One more match after this game. Okay, so how do I feel about these? I think I want both of them. I probably should have done this first so I could figure out what my opponent was doing. They have a Hasty Phoenix. Okay. Yep. So I was going to attack with this. I definitely should have attacked with the Spirit also. So I think here I don't need to draw specific cards anymore. So I can pump the brakes a little bit. I have 2 lands in hand still. Yep. Traverse the Ulvenwald. I think I'll start with this. Alright. So what can I traverse for? I can traverse for a Shriekmaw, which does not save me. I cannot traverse for anything else relevant. So I'm dead. Alright. Oh, we won game 1. Okay. Alright, so we got one more game. We got one more game. I think this Rec Sage is definitely something I'm interested in. I think Surgical was bad, but I think it has the potential to be very good, so I'm going to keep it. I think cutting a Fatal Push is probably fine. Yeah. We will go like this. Yeah, this hand's good. And our opponent didn't have the thing? Okay, interesting. I think since they have so much looting, I'm just gonna let them do all of that and try to just beat it on board, beat it heads up. I should have played this Bauble. That was just me not paying attention. So they played Bloodstained Mire, Street Wraith. I'm expecting them to discard a Vengevine here. If he plays like 2 guys, I'm just super dead. Alright, he didn't play anything. So now I feel very far ahead. No, he cast second Phoenix. He just drew it hard cast from hand. If he had been able to, what do you call it? If he had been able to get it from the graveyard, I obviously would have surgical it. I would have surgical it a while ago. I had black mana open on a number of those turns. Sure. Oh god, we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him, chat. Oh. Get him is now on suspend. Okay. I think the right line here actually is to take his Goblin Lores and just let him go Burning Tree into Reckless. And then surgical his Vengevines. He just cast it from hand. He just cast it from hand. Yep. Get out of here. Ooh, that's a good card. That's a good last card, opponent. So, what I wanted to happen is exactly what has happened here. Basically, I think that I am very far ahead if all he does is play the cards that are in his hand. Whereas the Goblin Lore gives the higher upside for my... Like, if I leave him with the Goblin Lores, he can maybe, like, put some Phoenixes in the bin, and now I have to take both... I only have one surgical, and he has both Phoenix and the other guy, and this guy, Vengevine. So now my one resource is split. Whereas if he just like plays these two guys, he's either not attacking me or he is attacking me, and I can do exactly what just happened. Yeah, so now he's pretty dead. He's going to get a land here. Yep. All right. I think that's match 4. All right. So, one more match. Can I trophy with Grim Flayer? Will he become a 4/4? Who knows? Who knows? Probably not. Probably never become a 4/4. I do not think Grim Flayer can actually ever become a 4/4. All right. That sounds pretty good. Doesn't really have a threat, but it has double discard. I actually didn't watch the commentary this weekend where people just convinced that Grim Flayer is just the bee's knees. Manamorphose. So I don't want to take Brow because I have 2 removal spells. I think I'll take Remand here. That does sound like Twitch chat. And I'm a little bit sympathetic. KCI is not the deck I would choose to be the best deck in my format. And it's based, I don't know if y'all saw the data someone posted, but it would show the conversion rate. And KCI greatly outperformed basically anything else. Okay, so we need to get some more mana. So if we had been able to play a threat this turn, which would have required a land and a threat. Yeah, I think it was 2 to 6. It would like tripled between the 2 days. It's just kind of silly. Kind of silly. Yeah. This spell costs more mana, so we're going to use it first. Oh my god, guys. I don't want to make anyone too excited, but if we draw a Grim Flayer on this next turn, he's going to be a 4/4. All right, well, tilt. I think the deck we are currently playing against is not a good modern deck, and I think KCI is a very good modern deck. I think that it beats a lot of hate more than you would expect, and I think that I don't know, it's hard for me to compare. It's hard for me to compare a deck that's doing very well with a deck that is not doing very well and say that one of them is worse in the say the one that's doing better is worse in the format. That just doesn't really make sense to me. Two on the bottom. Opponent is just not finding any lands. Hopefully that means we can just tempo him out with the Siege Rhino. It was a 2-lander. I had Traverse, which was at all points going to fetch a second land. Okay. I think Gifts is the best card in this hand by a lot. Get in there, Battle Cattle. Rawr! He only has one red mana. That's a little awkward for him. Neither does KCI. So you can cycle through enough cards before the graveyard hate is relevant. No, they don't. They play 3 engineered explosives in the main deck, and then they play who has I don't know what graveyard hate you think you're running main deck, but it's not that much. And then they play, first of all, Worm Coil, which can just beat graveyard hate, and it's so like if KCI was more fragile to hate like that. If KCI was more fragile than Storm, then KCI would win more games than Storm. If Storm was more resilient, then Storm would be doing better right now. And it's just not. That's not what's happening when you look at the matches that are being played. Yep. I know all 4 of his cards. I think a certain part of it is that. I think a certain part of it is these decks are hard to understand, and if you don't know what you're doing, it is much easier to just play something but you don't know what you're doing, but you've just done a lot of reps. We're just gonna try to kill this. And we're gonna try to kill it again. All right. I think Graveyard Hate is better against KCI than it is against Storm. I think Graveyard Hate's like super mediocre versus Storm. But that's not really the point I'm trying to make here. The point I'm trying to make is that hopefully they brick on this draw. The point I'm trying to make here is that it doesn't... The failure rate of Storm is so much higher, and it's so much weaker to traditional Disruption, that the fact that you need a whole bunch of sideboard cards... He's dead? He's dead. He's dead? Oh, he's a Passion Flames in the yard. Oh, I'm super dead. I did not see that Passion Flames. Yeah, we just like deterministically dead? Yeah. Dead, okay. Alright, so obviously want this. Teeg is good. Bog I think is fine. Last Hope is some nonsense. Grisly Salvage feels like some nonsense. Pulse to clean up tokens. I think I just want the efficient removal here. It's not what I was saying. I think Surgical is just not good enough in this matchup. I don't think I want it over these dudes. This is what I'm thinking about running. Ghost Quarter seems really bad. We are 2-2. So, if I can win one more match of Magic the Gathering, so we're down 0-1 in this match. So if I can win, I don't think I've won a game 1 actually today. I won the game 1 of the last match. If I can win these next 2, then we get to retire a champion. I think I'll try this. There was a... I think the Graveyard Hate is better against KCI, because if you take away their graveyard, their deck is a lot worse on average because they just can't do the thing. Where Storm can actually win even if there's a rested piece on the board, right? But I think when you account for the fact that you just win so many more game 1s as KCI, it swings it back the other way. This hand's kind of mediocre. we could get like super aggro and cast surgical these sleight of hands, but I don't actually. What does chat think about me being super aggro and surgical in these sleight of hands? Yeah, it's probably wrong. We'll just get rid of Manamorphose. The fact that I can the fact that if I draw another discard spell, I can take the Past in Flames and then surgical that seems pretty good to me. If I don't hit a creature, I'm going to Traverse for Swamp this turn. I'm sorry about that. All right, I don't think we need to Traverse since we hit the land. I do think I should have played out this basic Plains. You think surgicaling just like Pyretic Ritual is enough to get it to like win the match? That is not a line of play I'd previously considered. Also, I think it's more important to put the clock on the table rather than. Oh God, I boarded up things, didn't I? Oh yeah, I did. All right, those are coming back in. Those are coming back in for the post-board games. Probably going to board out Path for them. Okay. Bolt, Brawl, Pyretic Ritual. I don't think my opponent can do anything super scary with a Brawl this turn, so I think I'm safe to tap out and just try to, you know, apply some pressure, close out this game. Two twos! I was going to die to Bolt. That's unfortunate. I think surgicaling Grid is actually right. I think that significantly lowers their ability to win the game. Alright, so I know they have 2 lands and the rest of these cards. It also just like makes it much harder for them to turn this online. Like my opponent can go like Past in Flames, Flashback, Sleight of Hand, but that seems super weak. Yeah. Alright, so what is the likelihood that I lose this game of Magic the Gathering? Oh, actually we can use this. We can use this to find out. Empty. Okay. So, if I know they're going to draw empty, they're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. They can go Brawl into Past in Flames, leave open 1 mana, into Manamorphose, leave open 2 mana, into Slight. I don't think that's going to be good enough. So I think the most winning line here. I don't think I'm actually ahead. I think. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out if I wanna search for something to play with this. Oh wait, I'm stupid. I'm really stupid. Okay, I forgot we have bears in our deck because I forgot that we have. I'm just used to this being like crappy mid range deck that I was not thinking. All right. Dr. Teaglesworth did his job. Okay, so these paths definitely should be Abrupt Decays. Abrupt Decay. I think the rest of this is fine. I have to use the bathroom, chat. I'll be right back. This hand is shit. We're going to mulligan it. This hand's pretty good. Yeah. I think I'm just basically into anything that helps me get to Delirium. Probably going to get Godless with this Windswept Heath, Inquisition him, and then try to play out Flayer on the following turn. If we can cast Fatal Push, he will become the mythic 4/4 that we heard about. Alright, so we want to make sure we have all the information before we make our play. Alright. I think we have to take pieces here because we can't take Ascension. There are pieces in here. Okay. And the pieces is just going to let the Ascension turn on way too quickly for us to be able to come back from. Okay, that makes sense. Opponent is casting Visions. Put the 2 cards on top. That is scary. That's a hot mama. That is a sexy lady. Yep. Backup Ascension. Oh, that was good. That was good too. All right. Opponent battling back. Like, what's even the fourth type I can get in my yard? Like, it has to be an instant. 2 cards on top? That's scary. Alright, so Goyf is going to be a 4. Flayer is also going to be a 4. But I think I just... He's at 18. Do I just want to dig for a... So these are definitely going in the bin. So the question here is, do I want to keep on top the Grim Flayer, or do I want to dig for a discard spell or an Abrupt Decay? And I think... So they're at 18. I'm going to hit them for 5, putting it down to 13. So this doesn't really speed up the clock, but I guess it does if they have to kill my... Yeah, I think you're right. I think I'm going to bin all. Going to run out this. Yeah, I guess so. I think my best chance of winning is by trying to mill myself into one of my hate bears, and I do have Delirium now, so I can fetch up a Gaddock Teeg if that is in the cards for me. Second ritual, maybe. Would not be surprised by second ritual here. Yeah, I do also have Delirium now. Okay, so that's good for me. I think I just go for this now. That's weird, but okay. Okay. So these are good. Or at least some number of these are good. So my opponent's hand currently is Second Ascension, Gifts Ungiven, Unknown card. So I definitely want the Brutality, and I possibly want the Abrupt Decay. So I don't want this Inquisition. It is worth noting that if I top the Grim Flayer, I would be presenting lethal on the following turn. I don't think Decay is good enough. I think I want the Brutality. Smokey, I'm gonna assume. Now I'm not sure this is true, but I'm going to assume you did not actually throw it away. That is fairly off-brand. All right. This opponent has 2 Gift Ungivens, so I will take 1. I don't think he can win. I don't think my opponent can win the game. I don't really want any of these. I do not know why I had a page in foil was banned, but we can't though, because he can't cast the gift, right? Like if he, in order to cast the gift, he would have to top deck a land, at which point he casts 2 gifts and can't cast another spell because of the Eidolon. So like this, he could top deck into a bounce spell, but yeah. I thought he was pretty locked out there. All right, so we got the 3 and 2. What do I think about this deck? I think that the tutor for some of these cards was very good. I think the tutor for Gaddock Teeg and Eidolon was good. No, they couldn't cast Roast. They needed like Unsubstantiate on their turn to like bounce both of my guys and to go off on their turn because they couldn't cast another spell on their turn. So they had to bounce my things on my turn and then kill me on their turn. Yeah, so it's definitely a modern deck. I think this Ghost Quarter in the main deck is kind of some nonsense. I think your colors are too tight for that to really be a thing. I think that the real problem with this deck is that Grim Flayer is never a 4/4, especially in matchups where you really need him to be a 4/4, like against other creatures. It's very hard to turn this guy on. You get hosed by Graveyard Hate really hard while also, being a fair deck. So unlike the other Graveyard decks that often have a very strong game 1 percentage, this deck doesn't really have that. But I mean, it does some cool stuff. I think Traverse for these bullets is pretty sweet, and this deck is definitely maximizing that angle, which I really like. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. Thank you everybody for watching the stream, and y'all have a great rest of your day.